Today, Sunday, the 10th of November 2024, we have some hand-picked match predictions to share with you, which will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in this list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And to those of you who want to have access to our hand-picked game predictions based on our top 10 or top 10 plus match events, which we share to members only, then of course you want to make sure that you join the Level 2 Pro membership package plan to start to have access to our top hand-picked game events, which we share to members only. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. You can easily click on it, navigate and join to become a member of the Level 2 Pro plan so that you're going to start to have access to members only match prediction picks with each odds to take your winning to the next level. So without wasting time, I'm going to begin with the first match pick of today's list. Looking at the first event here, we're looking at Kazakhstan in the Premier League, a match between Aktobe against Turan. Looking at these two, of course, Aktobe, which is the home, have proved to be better in terms of recent event they have had. You can see that Turan, on the other hand, based on recent event they have had, their conceding power is strong. They do concede a lot of goals and they have had a lot of losses. Looking at the stance comparison of these two and comparing the form, we are going to see that recently Aktobe, which is the home, proved to be better. For 5 events played, they've had 8 goals scored and 7 conceded. But the opponent, Turan, on the other hand, is not good at offense and the defense is very weak. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks for this event in full time. Looking at this particular event, Aktobe has a better offense as compared to that of the opponent. And since Aktobe is coming home, it is going to take that possible home advantage to try to lead this match in full time by taking advantage of the weak defense of its opponent. The last head-to-head, this same here, of course, Aktobe played away, it lead by 1-0. This time it is coming home and having a better form, we want to look at Aktobe to lead in full time for this particular event. Looking at the next, we are still looking at Kazakhstan in the Premier League, a match between Astana against Zetsu Takujan for this event. The recent performance of Astana, based on recent event I've played, shows that they are better. They've had games, especially in the Conference League against Bafos, and but that of its opponent, on the other hand, proved to concede very much. And looking at the stand comparison of these two, in terms of the form based on recent event they have had, we're going to see that Astana, which is the home, is the best here. They are sitting on the first position. For 5 events played recently, they have had 4 wins, 11 goals scored, and 3 conceded. Very offensive and very defensive. Its opponent, on the other hand, concede very much. 8 goals of 5 games played and just 3 goals scored. They are not good in offense. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, we are looking at Astana, the home, to lead this match in full time, since its offense is great and being the best on this table, it has a greater defense. And the away team, on the other hand, the defense is weak and the offense is not very strong. Therefore, Astana want to take advantage of the weak defense of the away to try to lead this match in full time, or at least the possibility of Astana to score 1 goal or more in this event in full time. So we are looking at Astana to lead, as well as Astana to score over 1 goal in full time. Looking at the next, we are looking at Malaysia in the Super League, a match between Perak against Johor Darul. Here for this event, the performance of the home have proved to score at least between 1 to 2 goals per each event. But Johor Darul, on the other hand, is very offensive and they have mostly had games, especially in the AFC Champions League against teams like Ulsan, where they lead. And also here, you can see most of the events being played have been in the AFC Champions League, where their performance have been good. But that of the away team, as you can see here, based on recent game they have had, as you can see, for this Johor Darul, they have had game mostly in the conference, that is in the AFC Champions League, but that of the home have mostly had games in the Super League itself. Comparing the stands recently based on these two, you're going to see that the standing table, Johor Darul, which is the away, proved to be in the better form based on recent event they have had. This table, of course, will show you that Johor Darul, which is the away team, sits here on the first position, very, very offensive. For 5 events played, they have had up to 20 goals scored, and all the 5 events have been lead. 2 goals conceded, very offensive and very defensive. But Perak, on the other hand, the defense is not very strong. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this tournament, Johor Darul, the away team, is very, very offensive. having an average goal score rate of about 4 per each game. Of course, the defense is also strong, but the defense of the home is not that very tight, and therefore Johor Darul want to take advantage of that not tight defense of the home to lead this game in full time. We also want to look at Johor, that is at least 1.5 goal in full time, or looking at combined effect, the possibility of either 1.5 or 2.5 goal for this event in full time. Therefore, want to look at 2 to 3 major picks. First, Johor Darul to lead. Second, 1.5 goal in full time. And third, 2.5 goals in full time. These are our major pick for this event. Looking at the next, we're looking at England in the Super League women. That is England Women's Super League, a match between Liverpool women against Chelsea women. The performance of the away team, Chelsea women, have proved to be very offensive based on recent events they have had, scoring between 5 goals to 3, and that is 5, 5, and 3 goals per each event. That of the home proved they are not very good based on recent events they have had. And looking at the comparison of this based on this 7th round, we are going to see the form comparison. Chelsea women lead this particular table for 5 events played. They've had 5 wins, 20 goals scored, and 3 conceded. Very offensive and very defensive. But Liverpool, on the other hand, the defense is not very strong, and the offense is also that not strong. And looking at everything in place here, we want to look at 2 major picks for this event in full time. For this event, of course, we are looking at Chelsea women, the away team, to lead. Since the offense is very, very strong and the defense of the home is not tight, we want to look at Chelsea women to take advantage of that the defense of the home is not strong to lead this match in full time, as well as at least 1.5 goal to occur in this match in full time. Looking at the next, we are looking at Germany in the Regional Liga Southwest, a match between Hoffenheim against Bettingn. For this event, of course, the home team have proved to be good based on recent events they have had, but that of the away proved to concede very much based on recent events they have just had. Comparing the stance of these two, the form based on the recent 5 events they have just had, we are going to see that based on form comparison, Hoffenheim proved to be better. For 5 events played, 4 wins, 14 goals scored, and 5 conceded. But that of its opponent, on the other hand, proved to concede very much. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, we are looking at the home to either lead this match in full time, as well as the possibility of 1.5 goal to occur in this match, since the home offense is strong and the defense of the away is not that very tight. Therefore, 1.5 goal is the next possibility for this event in full time. Looking at the next, we are looking at Turkey in the Super League, a match between Galatasaray against Samsunspor. Galatasaray have proved to be more offensive based on recent events they have had, especially in the Europa League, where they proved to be very great. They have game against Tottenham and also against Augsburg, where they had lead. That of the away team have mostly had games either in the Cup or in the Super League itself. And now, looking at the stand comparison of these two in terms of recent events they have had based on form, Gala, which is the home, proved to be on the better stand here. You can see here they have scored 12 goals for 5 events played and 5 conceded. The defense is better comparing to Samsunspor, who also have good offense, but the defense is not that very tight. But of course, looking at the comparison based on home play for Galatasaray, they are very good, especially at home, more as compared to Samsunspor, and therefore Gala want to take advantage of the home, that is the home performance, scoring 14 goals for 5 games played. But the away performance of Samsunspor, on the other hand, you can see that they are also very defensive. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, both of the 2 sides are good at offense, and the defense is also very tight. But since Gala is coming home, there is that home advantage. Looking at this, there will be more shoots on and off target, resulting to more, that is, blocks of this shoot, corner kicks being resulted. So want to look at least 6.5 corners in full time, as well as 7.5 corner kick in this event in full time, since both of the 2 sides more shoot on and off target as well as blocks, leading to corner kicks. So these are our picks for this event in full time. Looking at the next, we're looking at England in the Premier League, a match between Tottenham against Ipswich. For this event, of course, you can see that Tottenham have proved to be good based on recent events they have had, comparing to that of Ipswich that tend to concede a lot. Looking at the stands here, comparing these two in terms of the form based on recent events they have had, Tottenham, which is the home team, have proved to be better, sitting on the 5th position. They've had 5 events played, 3 wins, 13 goals scored, and 6 conceded. Their opponent, on the other hand, proved to concede very much, and 13 goals have been conceded for 5 events. They have not yet had any wins. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this event, of course, the home Tottenham is going to try to lead this match in full time. Since the offense is better and taking advantage of the home, want to look at Tottenham to lead this match, since Ipswich, on the other hand, is not very tight in defense. And also the possibility of at least 1.5 goal is the next possibility for this event in full time. Looking here, the next, we're looking at Turkey in the Super League, a match between Fenerbahce against Sivasspor. For this event, of course, both of the two sides want to impress. You can see that Fenerbahce, which is the home, have proved to be good. Also, the Sivasspor, on the other hand, have also proved to be good. Looking at the stands comparison of these two in terms of recent events they have had in the form, you're going to see that these two teams, of course, proved to be good. For 5 games played by Fenerbahce, they've had 10 goals scored, 7 conceded. Their opponent, 12 goals scored and 10 conceded. Both of the two sides are good at offense, and the defense is not very tight. We want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this event, since both of the two sides are not very tight, of course, there is the possibility of at least 1.5 goals occur in this match in full time is our major pick. Looking at the next, we're looking at Czech Republic in the Fortuna League, a match between Slava Prague against Karviná. For this event, Slava Prague have proved to be good in terms of recent event they have had comparing to that of Karviná. Looking at the stands in terms of comparison of the form based on recent event they have had, we're going to see that Slava Prague, which is the home, sits on the better place. For 5 events played, they have had 4 wins, 12 goals scored, 3 conceded, very offensive and defensive. But that of Karviná, the offense is not very strong and the defense is average. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this event, the home team Slava Prague have proved to be more offensive and the defense is tight. But that of Karviná, on the other hand, even though they also average in offense, but the defense is not that very tight. We want to look at Slava Prague to take advantage of the not very tight defense of the away, and since the away team is playing away, it might want to take advantage of the home. Therefore, either we look at Slava Prague to lead in full time or to give it a double chance is our next major pick. Looking at the next, we're looking at Belgium in the Jupiter Pro League, a match between Beerschot against Club Brugge. For this event, Club Brugge, the away team, have proved to be more better and offensive based on recent events they have had, especially here in the Champions League against Aston Villa, where they had a lead. But the home team have mostly had games in the Jupiter League as well as in the Cup. And looking at the stand comparison, Club Brugge, which is the away, proved to be on the better stand. The form here will tell us that Club Brugge is the best here, sitting on the second position. They have had 7 goals scored, 4 conceded, but the opponent, which is Beerschot, concede more, and want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this particular event, of course, Club Brugge have had events in strong leagues, especially in the Champions League against Aston Villa and also against tough leagues team, but that of the home have not had event with very strong teams. Therefore, want to look at the away team to take advantage of the fact that the home have not met with very strong offensive teams to try to lead this match in full time or to give it a double chance. These are our major pick for this event. Looking at the next, we're looking at France in the Ligue 1, a match between Lyon against Saint Etienne. For this event, of course, Lyon have proved to be better based on recent event they have had comparing to that of Saint Etienne. Looking at the stands comparison of these two, we're going to see that based on form, of course, the home Lyon have proved to be on the better stand. Second here on the table, 5 events played, 3 straight wins here, 11 scored, 4 conceded. But the opponent, on the other hand, proved to be more conceding, and even though the offense is almost good. And looking here at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks for this event in full time. Looking at this, of course, the home team, Lyon, have proved to be more offensive, and since it is coming home, the home advantage is actually there. Looking at the fact that the away defense is not very tough, we look at Lyon to take advantage of the slack defense of the away to try to lead in full time, as well as looking at Lyon for a double chance is the next possibility. And to those of you who want to have access to our toughest game match pick predictions, which we share to members only based on top 10 and top 15, 1.5 and 2.5 go with each odd to take your winning to the next level, then of course you want to make sure to join the level 2 pro plan to start to have access to members only videos and match prediction picks to take your winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. Click on it, navigate and join as a level 2 pro member to start to have access to all of these features. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye bye for now.